Monday makeover in May. So for every Monday in May I will be doing a new makeover using a different eyeshadow palette each time. So today we have the Tarte Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. So that is this one. And I hope you will join in with me. So it looks like this. And on the inside you have all these beautiful, gorgeous colours. And so I hope today you will have a play along with me. So if you have this palette, go dig it out now. Pause the video, go dig it out, and we can play with our eyeshadows together. If you want to do a video recreating the look that I create with this palette, then please do link me or link it down below so I can watch it, because I'd love to see you playing with your Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette as well if you have it. If you don't have this palette, there are a few out there that are very, very similar. So just see if you can dupe some of these beautiful shimmery colours in your collection, and you can play along with me. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I have already prepped my eyes, so I'm just going to go straight in to this palette. So we have quite a few colours here. What I will do first is I will swatch them. So these are the three shades. We have Nude Beach, Sure Thing, and Beach Please. Sure Thing is a matte, Nude Beach and Beach Please are shimmers. And that is that. So Nude Beach, Sure Thing, and Beach Please. Then we have the next four colours. We have Saltwater, Fantastic, Mimosa, and Frosé. So that one is Frosé, that one is Mimosa, Fantastic, and Saltwater. Then we have Bubbles, Shipwreck, Sandbar, and Cavern.
Let's don't swatch as well.
So that is Cavern, Sandbar, Shipwreck, and this blue brown colour, which is so popular, is Bubbles. Can you see that shift from blue to brown? Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I have been after that shade forever since I saw it at MAC, and now it's in my Tarte palette. Can't complain. And then the final three colours are here. We have Lagoon, Splash, and Shell Yeah. These last three colours are my favourite. So we have Shell Yeah, Splash, and Lagoon. So those are all the shades in this palette, and I think they're absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love the shade range in this palette. I just think it is perfect. There's a beautiful mix of like really nice pops of colour, and mixed in with some beautiful warm shades, some good transition shades. So yeah, I really like the colour combination of this palette. I think it's perfectly done. What I'm going to do first is I also got this brush with a mermaid tail on the end and flat sort of shader brush. So I did get that with the palette as well. I bought this from QVC, who were doing a 4-part payment plan for this palette, so I thought, why not? So yeah, shall we get into the tutorial? So I'm gonna bring you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just taking my Revlon blender brush, which I really like, and the first shade I'm going into is Sandbar, so this one here. So that's going to be my transition shade. There is quite a bit of kick up on this, so do be aware of that. And then we're going to blend it into the crease. Lots of sweeping motions. And then same on the other eye. So that is Sandbar in the crease. We're then going to go into Sure Thing, which is slightly darker than Sandbar, with the same brush, and just darken up that crease. And repeat on the other side. So that is that one. Now there isn't a dark shade that I would put into the outer corner. I would prefer that. That is the only thing that this palette is missing, in my opinion. So we're gonna have to go, I think we're gonna have to go with with Fantastic, which is this shade here. And I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm just going to put it into the outer corner here. Just sort of patting it on and then pulling it across. So pat it into the corner and then pull it halfway across, and it just darkens up that outside. That is that. Now I'm wanting to play with these beautiful greens here. So, sorry, these greens here, wrong way. So I'm wanting to play with Lagoon and Splash for my eyelids. So you could do a cut crease here, but I'm not very good at cut creases. I'm still having to learn that. So I just use a cotton bud and try and tidy up the inside of my eye or my eyelid. As I say, you can do a cut crease, but I'm no good with cut creases. So I'm going to go in with the brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to go into Splash first, and I'm going to put that in from the inner corner eye to the sort of the middle here. And as you can see, it's pretty vibrant. And if you were to do a cut crease, it would be even more vibrant. But it's just got that beautiful green with a gold reflex to it. And I just think it's a stunning colour. I just think it would stand out twice as much if you did do a cut crease. But personally, I don't think it needs it. So that is that. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. And I'm going to go into Lagoon, which is the darker green at the bottom here. And I'm just going to put that from the outside to where it meets the green. And I am tapping it on rather than brushing it on, because I want that pigment to stay rather than being blended. I will blend it, but just I want the pigment on for now. So now we have that green lagoon on the outside, we have splash on the inside, and we have that beautiful warm tone over the top. So now I'm going to go back in with the original blending brush that I used, which was by Revlon, and I'm just going to blend in over the top, not blending too hard. I just want to diffuse between the green and the warm tones just a bit. I've not dipped this into any shade, and I'm just using whatever is on the brush and just blending the two together. I'm no expert, but this is what I do. So that is that. The one thing this does also sort of miss is a brow bone, unless you like a shimmery shade. So I think I'm going to go for a bit of shimmer, and I'm going to go into Nude Beach, which is the lightest one. It's quite chunky gold glitter actually. So let's go a little gently with that. I mean, come on, if you're gonna have eyes like a mermaid, a bit of shimmery eyebrow bone is not going to be an issue. So that is. And then that, to tidy up the edges, I just pull a cotton bud from the corner of my eyes towards my ears, and this is why I always do my eye makeup before my face. So that is the eye look. And now I will do my face makeup, which I will do off camera, and I'll come back to you to do the under eyes. So that is the rest of my makeup done. So now we're going to go under the eyes. I didn't show me doing the rest of my face simply because, you know what, everybody is individual on how they apply their face makeup. So this is just for the eye look. On my lips I have the Colourpop Lippy Stick on Lumiere, which was a beautiful gift from a subscriber very recently. So that is what I have on my lips. So let's go to the under eyes. So I'm going to start off with Sandbar again, and I'm just using a smudge brush and applying that just under my eyes. Now, a lot of people like to imitate what they've done on the upper lid, on underneath the eyes, but I don't. And the reason why I do that is I want people to look at my eyelids, not the bags under my eyes. So that's why I just do a very plain sort of shade on my lower lash line, because I don't want to draw anyone's attention to underneath my eyes, because that's where all the wrinkles are. So why would I put the prettiest colours on my lower lash line so that you're drawn to my lower lash line? Doesn't make sense to me. So I know a lot of beauty gurus do imitate what's happening on the lid underneath the eye, but I don't, because I want people to look at my eyelids, not my bags. So that's why I just generally use a plain transition shade to go underneath the eyes, so that yeah, the focus is my eyelids, not my bags. So then I'm going to go into Sure Thing, and I'm just going to darken up the outside edge. And I'm just going to blend. Little bugger. That was the wrong brush. So I've ended up with some of that deep green on there. So that was a mistake. So just blending that out. And now all the focus is on my eyelids. See? So that is the eye look using that palette. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to stick to the mermaid theme, and this is my Lottie London AM to PM eyeliner in the shade Mermaid, and I'm just going to put that on my bottom waterline, because I know I say I don't want to draw any attention to my lower eyeline because of the wrinkles, but that pop of colour just there really brings out the fun eye look. So there it is, getting a good look at my eyeballs there. And this is a beautiful like shimmery green look. So it's a beautiful shimmery green. So that's Lottie London's AM to PM Kohl eyeliner pencil in Mermaid. So that is that. And that's the look that it gives you. So we have that pop of colour. And then I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Extra 3D Lash Mascara. This mascara is phenomenal. I love this mascara. You can go in with false eyelashes if you so wish, but I'm going to leave that for another day. So let's see if we can get this mascara on without poking myself in the eye. The bristles on this are like really weird. I'll show you. They're kind of like, it's kind of like flat, and then so it's flat that way, but then you turn it and it comes like a paddle. So it's like a paddle, and I keep poking myself in the eye with it. So let's see if we can get away with doing that this time. That'll be a no. Ow. Oh, and then just for shits and giggles, we've got some mascara on my nose. I'll leave that to dry. And there it is. There is my eye look using the Tarte Be Mermaid and Make Waves palette. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and comment down below, and have a play with your mermaid palettes. If you haven't got the Tarte Be Mermaid Make Waves palette, then I know in Glossybox a few months back everyone got a Mermaids versus Unicorns palette. There's lots of nice greens and blues and purples in that palette. You can play along with that one. And if you do decide to recreate my look and decide to do a video on it, then please do link that in the comments down below so I can come along and watch you, because I just think that part of the YouTube community is the best part of YouTube community. So that was my first Monday makeover madness for May. I hope you really enjoyed it. For next week, which will be May the 14th, I think it will be. So for the next video, which will be May the 14th, we're going to be using the very popular Soph X palette by Makeup Revolution. This palette was in collaboration with the YouTuber Soph X. She is currently working with them, doing videos for them and everything, and she collaborated her own palette. So I know a lot of my subscribers already have this palette, so come along next Monday at 5 PM and have a play with your Soph X palette, following along if you so wish, and we can play with our palettes together. So this will be the next palette that I play with. I think I'm going to be going along some of the pinks and, well, that's not pink, that's purple, Nicola. Learning colours. Some purples and some of these beautiful pinks, because we've done like a greeny blue sort of eye look today, so I want to go more along the pinks and purples next week. So yeah, please do come along and play with your Soph X palette with me next week, and I will see you very soon in the next video.